We do have a tough day. The weather is more intense, a bit more rough.
Wow, he's got another 10 hours to go. It's in his hands now.
What is the Gozo 7?
It's 294 kilometers. That's equal to 7 marathons in 7 days.
One swim is hard enough on its own, let alone doing 7 times.
The swim is designed for him to fail.
It's going to be this guy in a Speedo and those massive waves.
He's going to be pushing through pain, through doubt, through fear.
Some people might say it's crazy.
But why? That's a good question.
I don't know how he's going to do it.
This is the 7th or 8th swim, and for us to go again, for me to swim again, it really needed to be something different.
Before he was swimming non-stop for 50, 60 hours, which really gave that sense of this is insane and no one else in the world can achieve what he's achieved, which is why it's a world record. We wanted to take all of that away this time, and the 15 hours is extremely intentional. You wake up at 7 a.m. and you probably don't get to bed before 10, 11 p.m.
I've designed this swim to kind of make it impossible, and it's perfectly chosen because it represents everyone's day. From the moment you wake up till the moment you sleep, that's 15 hours. And we wanted to replicate it to be easily implemented by the everyday persons.
What does a typical day look like for you, and how do you go through that day with all the demands that you might face in that day?
And what I wanted to do was bring everything that I have learned, that the team has learned, and put it into one swim to really bring this to the people, to make the swim for everyone, with everyone. I think it's now we're opening the doors for people to look in, to see how we operate, to see how intense in the build-up, during. You're going to be able to see through my eyes at points the processes that I'll be going through, and I'm excited to kind of open the door and let everyone in.
Day one is always interesting because there are many variables. The spirits were very high. We feel like, okay, we've got this. So it's always motivating to be there. We were setting up flags, it was windy, it was dark. This was definitely the most intense first day. I've never seen him get into the water like that. The waves are above his head. It was not very visible, and we could barely see the rib meters out, just going up and down even when they were turning.
There he is.
Where?
Directly in between us and them.
Okay, we've got eyes on Neil. I confirm we have eyes on Neil.
I think this year for Lara is different to any other year. In the 8-9 years that he's been doing this, she's on land for the first time, not right next to him. So she's usually his shadow or his anchor. The amount of times they just lock in and eye contact, and she can bring him back to where he needs to be. And this time, again, there's a bigger reason to stay on land.
So my name is Lara. I'm Neil's partner. We've been together since we were in our early 20s, about 14 years now. He is my life partner. He's the best man I know. I can say that confidently. And he's also the person who challenges me the most. We're taking it to our next level, and we are having a baby, and this has really made things that much more intense and that much more emotional and that much more purposeful.
You know, you don't think about all the organization that goes behind, you just think it's one guy going in a swimming suit and just going to swim. But yeah, it does take 34 people to make that happen for him. I am Neil's assistant and project manager. So it's mostly my job to do schedules, programs every one day, make sure that everyone communicates, is at the right place at the right time.
My role is, we call it Chief Happening Officer, so making things happen. I think it's everything from setting up and making sure Neil gets into the water safely and on time, and then just coordinating with between the land and the sea crew, making sure that they have all their supplies, all their food for the crew and for Neil.
That start was wild though, huh?
It was one of the worst ones we've had, definitely as a start.
Neil is around 3 hours into his swim. We started at 6 a.m. It was quite rough, quite a bit of a swell, but it seemed to calm down now. And this is one of the, I guess, pros and cons of going around an island. You're gonna get good weather and bad weather, and either way, Neil just continues to swim through it, and the team also adapts to that. We also have quite a few sailing boats that are coming and kind of seeing this expedition, which makes it even cooler to be a part of this, but also that we've got someone inspiring us.
Quite amazing to see how he times his kick and his stroke with the waves that are coming up from behind him to conserve energy.
So Neil is strong, he's well trained, he can do this, his body can do this, we've seen it in all the swims he's done so far. The fact that there is downtime between one day and another is good, but it's bad in a way because his body is going to be able to rest. However, it also means that the body starts to recover, and without giving it much chance, he's back in the water. So we're going to be observing things.
Today we're at Mother Day and we're taking the baseline of many different tests, and then going to be repeating these tests after the swim, some during the swim as well, to see the change in the results from the continuously putting yourself into an intense situation for so many days repeatedly. What's changing within our body on the inside, and what can we find out, and information we can find out from it.
I think what we're going to get from Neil is, so we'll be assessing him every day. We'll do the QB test. It tests hyperactivity, movement, concentration, and also his impulsivity and the way he answers the test. So what we're looking at is his ability to sustain attention for 14 hours. And what we'll be drawing out of that is what coping mechanisms he uses and how these coping mechanisms can be applied in people's everyday life. So I think this is what we'll learn through Neil, how he manages it, and if he's not managing it, why.
We know from previous swims, normally he starts to struggle a bit later on in the game. He was coming in with some slight niggles and minor injuries that he picked up in the last few weeks, which he was a bit concerned about and monitored quite well, but his recovery training and things like that have really helped him come into this in a good mindset and a good physical state.
So basically, 3-4 days ago, I kind of pulled a muscle or an intercostal muscle, and it's kind of put me out of training for 3-4 days. What we've been trying to do to fix it ASAP before the swim in now 6 days is give it a lot of rest. The issue with the rest is it's needed definitely 100%, but the mind game that it plays in my head that I'm meant to be training and I'm actually not, and I'm just sitting on my sofa doing all the red light therapy, doing all the foam rolling, doing everything that I can do to fix this ASAP apart from coming here. It's tough because it starts to play mind games, full-on hardcore mind games, you know. Just, am I doing enough? I should be swimming. How am I going to swim 7 times around Gozo if I haven't trained for the last 3 days? This is not part of the plan, but I guess there never really is a plan, so we're just taking it as it comes and trying to kind of shrug it off and not let it affect me as much as possible.
Update from Maria.
Hey guys, what's up? Mela, we are approaching buyers from the tracker. Things are good. Neil's in good spirits. He just ate some oats and mouthwash. Andre is here with the tunes and and yeah, things are going well. Neil said that he feels like he's in a washing machine, but he said it with like a smile on his face and he was like joking about it. So things are good. He's peeing a lot, which is good as well. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted, but we're in a good flow. So thank you for all of the support on land. Okay, speak soon.
Hi Mel, we're just coming in now.
I think the conditions are supposed to be overall slightly better than they were yesterday, but I guess we'll wait and see throughout the day.
It seems that the sun is gonna come up today as well.
This is day 2 of swimming 42 kilometers every day, and this is absolutely amazing. Not another person in sight, the cliffs, the sea, totally locked in. I can feel my body. I have pins and needles like all over my body, almost vibrating, and it's building up a lot of adrenaline, and I'm trying to contain it because we've got a long way to go.
He's just this very laid back and humble person that wants to have a purpose behind what he does, and he uses the voice that he has created and the voice that he's created in the community that he surrounds himself with for change, and people can take what serves them and what gives them value and hopefully implement it into their lives, and I think he is slowly doing that.
Almost here. Come on, Leah. Come back.
Woo!
Come on, Mom. So you can grab a bit better.
We were a bit apprehensive to see if you were in pain or, just knowing, okay, I have another 4 days of doing this on repeat. Actually means we're still kind of at the bottom of the mountain looking up.
It's inside him to do this. It just feels different.